Imagine if you had a net worth of almost 202 billion US dollars. Doesn't that just give you complete peace of mind? Now just imagine the kind of homes you could buy. You could have one or two in New York, Washington, D.C., Beverly Hills, and Texas. And each of these homes would obviously be nothing short of spectacular. We're talking marble fireplaces, gardens with koi ponds, lakes, tennis courts, and even entire floors in prime apartment buildings facing Central Park. If you were Jeff Bezos, then sure, you could have a property portfolio that reads like a map. But since neither you nor we are Jeff Bezos, we kind of have to settle for admiring his extensive $300 million property portfolio. He might no longer be the CEO of Amazon after officially stepping down in 2020, but he is the founder of the company and one of the richest men on earth. In February 2020, Jeff Bezos announced that he would be stepping down from his role as CEO so that he can spend more time focusing on new products and early initiatives. Are we the only ones who are super excited about the prospect of more Bezos initiatives? But whether he is the active CEO of Amazon or not, he still has a lot of money to his name and a pretty impressive property portfolio, which he has spent years building. Even after his divorce from Mackenzie Scott in 2019, his list of mansions is longer than his arm. So let's take a look at a few of the most impressive mansions he owns. 2 months after his very costly divorce, Bezos spent about $80 million on not one or two properties, but rather 3 adjacent New York City apartments. Considered the priciest real estate deal south of 42nd Street, the spread includes a 3-story penthouse and 2 units directly below it. Collectively, the apartments have 12 bedrooms and span 17,000 square feet of living space. And of course, these 3 aren't the only ones he owns in New York. On Madison Square Avenue, Bezos owns a $96 million home. Not that it was a single apartment when he bought it, it was more than several on an entire floor, which he had then converted into a penthouse, complete with its own observatory. It also has gallery-style hallways, solid oak and marble floors, and many more top luxury finishes. Apart from its magnificent location, it's easy to understand why Bezos had to have it. The building has its own fitness center, yoga studio, treatment room, playroom, game room, and even a meeting room. Over in Lincoln Square, Bezos owns another 4 apartments in the Century condominium. This is a very special piece of real estate for several reasons. Firstly, it neighbors Central Park. Then there is the fact that the composer George Gershwin and Friends star Matthew Perry used to live there. While impressive, it hardly compared to his Caloroma home, situated in an upscale neighborhood in Washington. Bezos bought the next property on our list for $23 million and then invested another $12 million through renovations, leaving him with a spend of $35 million. The home has a brick exterior and stately Roman columns and balconies. The outside features a sweeping lawn with a fountain and a private garden complete with brick arched walkways. The home was originally built in 1914, has 10 bedrooms, 8 full bathrooms, 6 powder rooms or half baths, and a whopping 11 fireplaces. All in all, his Washington home covers 27,000 square feet. But it just didn't feel like enough, we guess, because he also bought a property across the road for $5 million. Built in 1951, the much smaller 4-bedroom home covers about 4,800 square feet. It has plenty of character though, and features vaulted ceilings, detailed crown molding, carved marble fireplaces, and distressed hardwood floors. Plus a 700-bottle wine cellar and a roof deck. Not to mention the brick and limestone exterior, stately dining room, elegant country-style kitchen, walk-in closets, balcony, and covered patio with a vaulted skylight. Can you imagine how much he spends on rates and taxes and upkeep costs? Over in Beverly Hills, the prices are a little steeper. Not that it's a problem for the Jeff Bezos. But before we tell you more, remember to hit the like and subscribe buttons. Bezos has a beautiful property in the Harry Warner estate. This one came with a price tag of $165 million. The mansion used to belong to David Geffen, a fellow billionaire, but was originally built for Harry Warner back in 1923. He was, of course, the founder of Warner Brothers Studios. That in itself would make this property highly desirable. Situated near Sunset Boulevard, the nothing short of breathtaking mansion is fitted with distressed wood plank floors, fresco walls, diamond-shaped windows, and hand-carved doors. It has 8 bedrooms and 10 bathrooms. The estate also boasts a koi pond, a European-style garden, a lagoon-like spa and pool, waterfalls, a tennis court, a tree-lined cobblestone driveway, and a courtyard with an outdoor fireplace. When Bezoz wants to entertain here, he can do so in the massive dining room, which has seating space for 12 guests, or he can entertain in the formal living room next to the antique fireplace. But perhaps one of the most impressive additions to this home is the in-home theater, which is still fitted with chairs from the original Warner Brothers studios. But wait, there's more! There's always more when you're a billionaire, isn't there? The Tudor and French country-style home also has a 2-story guest house that has hosted celebrities including Marilyn Monroe in the past. Bezoz seems to really enjoy Beverly Hills because he also owns 2 other properties there, a Spanish-style mansion and a more contemporary-styled home. The Spanish-style mansion is fully solar-powered. It has 7 bedrooms and 7 bathrooms. Bezoz bought it in 2007 at a price of $24 million. The home has exposed wooden ceiling beams, reddish floor tiles, detailed blue and yellow decorative tiling, arched doors, and wooden rotunda ceilings. Being a more homey kind of mansion, it also features an eat-in kitchen with a fireplace, a family room, a media room, and a master suite with a private veranda and spectacular views of the city. The 2-acre estate also has 4 outdoor gardens, a greenhouse, a sunken and lit tennis court, a swimming pool, an outdoor dining area, and a separate guest apartment, to name but a few. The contemporary home is right next to this one and essentially added half an acre of land to the property. It would seem that Bezoz has a thing for buying adjacent properties, but we bet it's a privacy thing. Either that, or he frequently lost in Monopoly as a child. Taking our list a little further, next with Corn Ranch, situated in West Texas. Granted, this one isn't just a mansion, but a one-day historical site. It's also home to Bezos' private space company, Blue Origin. The home on the ranch is a true Texas-style home, complete with deer antler chandeliers, oak furniture, historical photos and paintings of the ranch throughout the years, and a barn. The price of the property has never been revealed, but since it was built in the 1920s and then refurbished by the previous owner, we're guessing it didn't come cheap. He also didn't buy it just as a base for Blue Origin. Bezoz himself grew up in Houston and spent a great deal of his childhood on his grandfather's ranch in Cotulla, so it's something he wanted to give his family as well. However, now that he is a divorced man, he probably spends a little less time there. Moving back up northwest to Medina, Seattle, one of the first homes Bezoz bought after Amazon took off was a $10 million, 20,600 square foot home. The 5.3-acre property has 5 bedrooms and 4 bathrooms, so compared to his other homes, it's relatively modest. At least it used to be. In 2005, Bezoz apparently spent $50 million on an adjoining property and then combined the two into a monster of a mansion. As a whole, the 2 properties have a 310-foot-long shoreline, very private and exclusive, obviously. In 2010, he dropped a further $28 million during renovations on the combined estate. We've asked it before and we'll ask it again, how nice it must be to have pockets as deep as Jeff Bezos. Whether he actually spends time at any or all of his mansions is unknown, but the storage space probably comes in very handy considering he is also a very keen car collector. Currently, his car collection is estimated to be valued at well over $1.7 billion.